All right, today I want to talk about depriving ourselves of pleasure. So I feel like eating disorders just make us mean to ourselves. I feel like I was very, I guess mean would be the right word. I feel like I was always depriving myself of things that I enjoyed. Not even in regards to food, just like fun. I deprive myself of fun. I deprive myself of spending money. I deprive myself even of wearing like nice clothes. Like I would buy things and then I wouldn't wear them. I would deprive myself, even if it was like, let's say I was challenging a food, and there were two challenging foods, like two foods that were equally as scary to me. If I knew that I liked one more than another, I'd pick the one that I liked less. For whatever reason, I still don't know why, and I don't really want to like psychoanalyze the reasons why we're mean to ourselves when we have eating disorders and why we refuse to allow ourselves pleasure. But I think it's a part of the restrictive nature is not allowing ourselves to experience happiness, joy, pleasure, fun. So what do we do about this? When we're in recovery, we need to see where is it that we are depriving ourselves of pleasure. Obviously, there's going to be tons and tons of areas around food, and I'm guessing, I at least for me, I definitely deprived myself of rest before recovery. So I was always go, 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 go. I never honored the fact that I felt tired, or perhaps I just didn't feel tired because I never let myself feel tired. So when I started recovery, I had to be like, okay, I'm going to allow myself the pleasure of sitting down in the middle of the day. I'm going to allow myself the pleasure of this warm, nice, fresh cinnamon roll, and then instead of eating the cinnamon roll 3 days later when it's been sitting on the countertop and no one's eating it anymore and it's old and gross and I'm about to throw it away, okay, fine, then I'll have one. What is that about, right? It just doesn't make sense. So I think that when you're in recovery, you need to be really clear on where it is that you're depriving yourself and why. Sometimes I think it's a little bit of act of control when it comes to especially food, like, okay, I can have this, but I can't have that. A brownie and a cookie. I know I like the cookies more, so I'm gonna have the brownie instead. Or I actually been craving, let's see, I've been craving pizza all day long, but instead I'm gonna have a burrito. Like, why not just have what I'm craving, right? I found myself doing that all the time, and part of me thinks it was like this like surrender if I actually just let myself have what it is that I wanted. I also was afraid maybe that like if I actually just went with the craving that I really initially wanted, then maybe I would get out of control and eat way too much of it, or I don't know. I still being recovered now, I don't know why I did that, other than I think I was just really mean to myself. That's the best thing I can come up with, is I was just really mean to myself. So I guess the theme of this video is be nice to yourself. Like, treat yourself like you would a friend. I've told my clients that many times. How would you treat a friend? If your friend was like, ooh, cookie or brownie? Brownies are my favorite, but ooh, I don't know. You wouldn't be like, eat the cookie. You can't have the brownie. Of course you wouldn't. You'd be like, well, then have the brownie. Duh, here, you can have the brownie. Have the brownie. Treat yourself that same way. If your friend was like, I am exhausted. I am so tired. Like, all I want to do is rest. You wouldn't be like, get your butt up and go for a run right now. How dare you say you're tired? You would never, ever treat a friend like that. Ever. You'd have no friends. So why do you treat yourself that way? So maybe that's something you can walk away from this video with, is ask yourself throughout the day as you're noticing that you're neglecting yourself of pleasure. Ask yourself, would I do this to a friend? Would I treat my friend this way? Would I talk to my friend this way? And if the answer is no, then change it. Be nice. Be your own best friend. All right, have a good day.